Yes, I saw. Well, what Nigel wrote there about women in chess or women playing chess, that is something that is out of New in Chess magazine. He wrote that in the latest issue, and I read it when it was on the New in Chess magazine. And I think we had this this issue in a broadcast last week, and well, the thing is, I don't have any scientific knowledge there about this issue, but what I do think is that what they wrote there in the German newspapers, at least there was was something in the Spiegel, one very big German news site. And what they wrote there was, frankly speaking, just nonsense. They didn't really think about the subject or wrote about the subject. They just said that this is kind of sexist nonsense, and it isn't. It really isn't. I think that Nigel is probably in some way right, but it's something that is very unpopular, suggesting that people in some way are different, being it like the sexes being different, or people, I don't know, being different that are, I don't know, from countries, from different countries or so on. People are different. They are not better, not worse, but they are different. And this is definitely something that is tricky nowadays to say. Okay, because of political correctness, yeah, people want to believe that everybody is equal and so on, which is true, but they are not the same. Okay, let's see. What am I doing? Yeah, Olegas. Yeah, he's not playing at the time of day. He's usually playing during the day, so probably no Olegas in my live stream. Now probably he's playing half of the day, and the other half of the day is practicing rook against rook, trying to find a win there. Yeah, so what is this now? I'm going to... Yeah, Olegas is my personal nemesis on the ICC. I have a fantastically bad score against him. Like, I don't know, 15 losses, 2 wins or something. Which is really, really bad. I mean, it is just, it sounds bad and it is bad. I mean, he's the better player. I'm totally ready to acknowledge that, but I just, I mean, a blitz player at least. I'm totally ready to admit that, but my score is just not there. I never get anywhere. He has this rook against rook end games and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I do in those games. Okay, rook a7. To be perfectly honest, I once I once, just for purely entertainment purposes, I did a search in the ICC games database, and I looked for all the games that Nakamura played against Olegas, and he totally destroys him. So it was very entertaining to see Nakamura destroy my nemesis. At one day I should try that myself, but I usually don't manage. Okay, so where do I go now? Yeah, I think there was a discussion recently on Reddit if there is a natural limit for some players, some people in chess, and there was some person posting that 1600 is what he can get and not more, and whatever he does, he tried everything, whatever. And I agree that there is something about this, that there is a kind of limit for everybody, but it's not 1600. Nobody's limit is 1600, so it's definitely higher. Hard to tell what it is, but it's higher than that. Yeah, given that you really put in time. I'm not sure what the guy is doing. Is this a disconnect? Or bishop f4, bishop e3 is fine, and I need the king anyway. I can play e4 next white game, yeah, for the Mora or something. Bishop a4, okay. Someone wants to get to a rating level, let's say, of 2000, and he really has very little natural talent for the game, that he has to invest hours and hours and hours. And but then it is possible. I mean, it is really, this game is so rich in possibilities and all kinds of things that you can learn. I mean, not just really, I don't know, I mean, learning in terms of looking at stuff and trying to really remember things like patterns especially. Yeah, this is nothing that comes like out of the blue, knowing patterns, knowing how, let's say, a particular game was played. Well, I very often come across situations in games where I think, okay, this is like a game, I don't know, Aljechin in Capablanca with 2 tempi up or something. And this is stuff that anybody can learn. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, for some people it's easier to remember things like that, and for some it's trickier, but you can definitely get there. Anybody can get there. It's just a matter of how much time are you willing to invest. And this is often the deal. Okay, so I'm a bit surprised that he allowed me this protected pawn on e4, but okay, now I'm going rook on the g file, trying rook g4. Yeah, he can check me, or I can go e5, but that blunders stuff. Yeah, nowadays the possibilities are really great. Yeah, in terms of improving in chess, you have great books. Yeah, compared to what we had, let's say, in the late 80s. He resigns that. You have videos, you have YouTube, you have things like the ICC online chess service. Great stuff, really great stuff. So nowadays you have all the ideas right there in the internet, let's say, or in books, of course. A serious question. What Zarvin Andresian, I think, but I'm not totally sure if it has this this line. On the other hand, you know, nowadays, if you are a player who's interested in such a complex opening as the Najdorf, yeah, then well, get yourself a good engine, a decent computer, and do a database crunch and write it on your own. I know it sounds a bit it sounds a bit strong, but why not? Yeah, nowadays with computers you have all the tools that you need, and why should you come to other conclusions than the people writing the books? Yeah, just look yourself. Just look for yourself. Very often the things that are presented in the books are mostly just the #1 lines by the computers. Is really the case. For example, if you look at those books by Boris Avrukh, they are great, but if you look at them closely, most of the time he just quotes the #1, the first line of Houdini. If you really check the books with Houdini and all the novelties that he's giving, they're all the #1 moves by Houdini. There are only some very rare exceptions where he's getting in something that the computer is disliking. So there's really no big, well, you can do it yourself. So just try to make your own theory, let's say. Look at the games and try to find new ideas yourself. I think it's doable. Chess 960 surpass, I don't know actually. I think it will get more popular for sure. Will it surpass the classical chess? I don't know. One problem with chess 960 is that some starting positions really suck. I mean, this is just no other way to call it. They just suck and are not fun to play at all. So I'm kind of undecided. I think it's a good idea, this 960, but I'm not sure that it leads to interesting chess all the time, you know? You avoid theory, that's true, and it's a good thing, because the current state of chess is really somewhat strange at times, yeah? They really rely a lot on their opening prep, and don't play that many moves over the board. I really understand the problem that people have with that, but some 960 positions are really stodgy. Yeah, so I don't know. It's as I said, I'm kind of undecided there. Okay, someone says that they watched some of my old Blitz videos, and how did I manage to quit smoking? Yeah, I don't really know. I'm really glad that I did, but I personally, I mean, it's difficult. I'm not the person to give health advice, but then I can only tell you what worked for me. I managed to quit smoking using this electric cigarettes. I switched from tobacco to electric, and I quit from electric completely at one point. With the electric one, I reduced the load of nicotine step by step, and at one point I hit 0 nicotine, and from then I just stopped. But it's not the strategy, that it's not a miracle thing or whatever. For other people, maybe this is not working at all. For me, it worked. Yeah, doing this what someone called vaping, but it's not something that will work for everybody. Everybody has to find their own way of getting rid of smoking. Yeah, one way is to simply die. Yeah, at one point it will happen. Probably probably quicker with the smoke, but I don't know. Just try your best to quit. It's really helpful to do in many ways. It's better for health, for your money, and for your chess as well. Yeah, why did I start? Not the most great, not the best decision ever. So I'm going to